Okay, this is gonna be like a supplement video about lights in the garage. As you can see, that's one of these LED lights right here, and I went ahead and took this one apart and just to talk a little bit more about it. And you can see it's just a light LED strip, basically bolted to the kind of the traditional metal housing. Now they do have a starting component to it. It's not really yeah, they call it a drive, I guess is what they call it nowadays. But your AC input, it could be anywhere from 100 to 277, and that's pretty cool because it's low power consumption. And the output DC is, I guess they say greater than 60. That's kind of interesting. But and then only 50-watt max. Now I'm curious how many of these you can drive with one of these, because I'd like to see about just getting strips of this stuff and making my own lighting, especially in some of my older housings. Like I've got this, and I've said this before, I've regretted getting these 8-foot fluorescents because the bulb is such a damn hassle to get into a car or whatever. And these two actually have done pretty good. The other three I got, there's one up underneath, there's one up over the top of the door. It went bad pretty quick. That one, I believe I had to put bulbs in more than once, which that happens. And then for some reason, the type of fixture I got, the ends are not all the same. I bought them all at the same time at Home Depot, but somehow I grabbed one oddball or two oddballs. That's never gone over too well, and I just like to get rid of them. Now, they make good light. I like the light of them. It's kind of hard, with the camera. It's a pretty nice white light. I always noticed that one always looked a little more yellow to me, but this is a pretty nice white light, where that one, it's just not quite as much. And you can tell, of course, it's only a 4-footer, not an 8, so the corner's dark over there, where over there you got light in the corner. So that's how that goes. Definitely not going back to the 8-foot fluorescence. And then the other odd thing about this, and they don't give you any instructions, they come up with this crazy plug which you can unhook, and I don't know if that's so you're to hook two together, or what these extra plugs here for, because they list some violet, some 0 to 10 volt on your violet. I'll have to do some more research on this. But yeah, kind of weird. I think they're made to plug more stuff in, and that would be cool if you could marry these together. But for now, I guess all I do is I cut this plug off and then wire it up just like a regular simple 110 light, neutral and a hot. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put it right up. I'm just going to go ahead and screw it right to that 2x4 right there long ways. They don't give you any kind of brackets or hanging things, or I guess they punch you a few little holes right there if you can get your drill in there without catching the wire, or maybe right there. Yeah, kind of your general cheap light. The problem is I don't think these lights were very cheap when I bought them. I think they're more than like $40 or $50. So, but I'll take them. They're made in they're called multi-volt lights. Lithonia, yeah, Lithonia lighting. You can get them at Home Depot usually. Made in Mexico, so yeah, and that one's lasted quite a while, and they're low power consumption. Of course, that's the other thing. So I'll go ahead and hang this one. I don't think I'll wire it today. I may do a little more thinking on how I want it on the switched, and I've got two. I'm gonna have to figure out which one of those two is the switched. They don't go into that box. That box has just been hanging there, so I got to kind of figure that out too. Or there might be those two. One of those in the back might be the switch. So I'm gonna have to figure that out. But at least I'll get it hung today. Start thinking about it. I don't want to. I thought about putting a plug in and then having it where I unplug it, but I really think I want it switched. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna hang it dead here in the middle, and so it's right in the middle of the shop. And I'm going to go long ways with it, like I said, so it'll be hanging just practically over the toolbox. And if I move the toolbox out into the middle here, it'll definitely be in the middle. So yeah, that's my plan. But that's the light anyway. I want to do kind of a little supplement video with it taken apart. Had pretty good luck with them. And then I'd like to do like a solar project in here where I run all my lights off of solar. So these might be, since they're DC, this might be the answer. Although the problem is they want more than 60 volts. Is what it's saying, and that might be a problem on a lower volt solar setup. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Thanks again, Old Blue Accord out. Thanks for looking. Like and subscribe. Bye.